As you saw, I was just standing on the front loader just to prove that a winch powered front loader mini tractor, garden tractor, can definitely handle the amount of weight. I weigh about 230 pounds, and the front loader really didn't have much trouble lifting me. There are a couple things that I modified. I double looped the cable that's attached to the front bucket through a pulley, going through the chain and then hooking back under the winch itself. Obviously this isn't complete yet. A couple things that I did modify. Each winch comes about with a 50-foot cable attached to it. I removed some of the cable as I read up more on the winches. It specifically says the first loop the winch can handle 2,500 pounds, and depending on how many rows of cable are spooled on, the capacity changes all the way from 2,500 pounds to about 1,000 pounds, which I was pulling in at the other videos. So now I'm more at about 2,500 pounds of pulling capacity, which is the maximum capacity of this particular winch. So obviously, as you saw, I had no problems of lifting me up, and like I said, I'm about 230 pounds. So that's where we're at. What I'm using on this particular tractor is a deep cycle battery, marine battery. I charge it. I don't have a alternator or a charger hooked up to this particular tractor. This is a deep cycle battery used for a trolling motor. The motor that's actually powering the tractor, and as you've seen it in previous videos, was stalling. Unfortunately, I was running low on fuel, so it kept stalling on me. But it's really only a 5 horsepower Subaru engine. Small little guy with a horizontal shaft off of a pressure washer, and that's kind of how it's hooked up. Eventually, what we'll do is we'll put a larger motor. I do have a 13 horsepower motor right there. A little bit too big, too wide, too everything for this particular tractor. But we also have a Arion snowblower engine, which is about a 9 horsepower motor, which is right there. It's got a lot of torque. Still doing some fine tuning on that one. It's this little jerky. It runs. It's something that I used on this tractor last year, so it's ready to be mounted. I got the mounts already made for it, which will work a lot better than obviously the little 5 horsepower Subaru motor. Anyways, this is the update on the front loader. A little wet outside. Not going to do much modifications today. Thinking about what else I can make. Obviously, you can see the battery tray that I made there. It's really just made of a solid chunk of steel. And I'll keep you posted on what else I've made. One of the updates that I didn't show is the release latch that's used for the bucket by pulling action. Hopefully I'll modify that a little bit with some kind of a lever or something to that extent. Right now I just have it hooked up to a piece of rope with a handle attached to it, just hanging there loosely. This particular winch is remote operated, so you're able to operate it from 20 feet away from the winch, I believe. But that's pretty much it. Small little tractor. It's a Panzer 62 or 63 T70. Really hooked up to its original points. Nothing really has been modified. Just a bunch of different brackets made. One side slightly different than the other. And that's pretty much it. That is definitely pretty much it. Definitely has the capabilities of basically loading up the entire bucket, which is made of 12 by 16 by 36 inches wide, which is, I think, more than enough for this particular little tractor, where I don't think you have to use counterweights on the back when you fully load this bucket up. And I'm not even sure that you can probably put more than 200 pounds worth of materials in a small bucket of this size. So the winch and the setup right now, as it stands, is set up to I guess to maximum capacity. I was thinking of doing hydraulics. I don't think at this point the hydraulics would justify this small particular tractor. It would just add additional weight